I'm glad you brought Olivia up. She's been super nice, and she's liking and sharing our stuff and your
Of
stuff, and
course.
very supportive. As I kind of grew to know you guys, and we got the group chat going on. Me and my girlfriend were kind of nosy and we're lurkers. So um, I uh, I saw that she's tagged in all your stuff. So I looked at her page. She's got her own little business going on.
Yes, yes. Effie
At
Lifestyle. She started that about 2 years ago. So she works from home and she has to go in once a week. So that today is the one day she has to go in. So she has a decent amount of free time at home. And she taught herself how to crochet and do all that stuff. And she's like, oh, why don't I like see if I can sell it? And started picking up. And she's doing pretty
she's
good.
got all the good ideas.
Yeah,
But
right?
so I was showing my girlfriend her storefront or whatever because I'm like, I don't know shit about fashion. Like I'm kind of like a gym short and hoodie guy.
Yeah, me
My
too.
girlfriend basically has to tell me what matches and what doesn't. But I was having her look at the stuff, and she was like, "Wow, that's really fucking nice." And she was really scoping out. It's like a shell shaped
Yeah,
bag.
that yep, that's her like that was her summer thing. She makes custom stuff too. She made me like a Giants blanket. I have it at my house. I'll send you a picture one day. Like she took like the old Giants logo where it's like spelled out and she put it over like a white crocheted blanket and spelled it's so sick.
Plug the name of her thing again.
Effie Lifestyle. It's named after her grandmother who taught her how to do all this stuff. So
Spell it out.
she, EFFIE Lifestyle.
So I only mentioned that because it reminded me of a story. Because my girlfriend is also like she gets into a lot of different hobbies, and she this was years ago, and you know how in relationships or especially like when we were kids or whatever, you want to get into something, and in the situation it's kind of like boyfriend girlfriend. I'm talking about me and my girlfriend, but as a
Yeah.
kid, maybe there's like a toy or a thing you want to get into, and you beg your parents to like pay for this thing, and oh yeah, I'll use it every day, or I'll practice every day, and then you get the thing, and
And then
then
you
you
don't
might do
use
it
it anymore.
right. So I'm notorious for that. I told the yo-yo story on an episode where during COVID, I watched a yo-yo video and I spent like $200 on yo-yo stuff and spent like maybe 20 minutes one day doing it and gave up. My girlfriend was getting into the crocheting and all that. I don't know the terminology, but she was doing the knitting thing and crocheting thing. And she was like, "Could you make me a loom?" And I'm like, "What's a loom?" And she showed me what it was, and I was like, "I think I could do that." So for a minute, I was like, you know, and my girlfriend usually follows through on things when she says I'm going to start doing this or that. She's one of the few people I know that actually does it. So it was weird, but at this, I felt it. I was like, I don't I don't think she's going to use this thing. So I kind of like shrugged it off a little bit at first, but after a couple weeks of her saying like I really want to like I want you to make this for me if you can, otherwise I'm going to buy one. And I looked at it, and so I was like, all right, let's go to Lowe's or Home Depot, whatever. I bought this board and some uh, eyelet, style screws with a little loop on top, because a loom is basically just a board and something with basically like screw threads that you can wrap the strings around and weave it around. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know shit about
yeah.
it. But anybody who knows what it is. So we go to Home Depot. I get this
Throw it
fucking
down in the comments, right?
yeah. I get the shit. I'm measuring it all out, making sure everything's equally spaced, and I put. It's not a difficult thing. A couple screw holes and some larger size nails, washers, and some bolts and whatever, and that's it. And so after weeks of begging me to do that, I do that. I make it finally, and I never saw her use it. She claims she did, but now that's
Isn't
kind of
it
been the
funny how
thing.
that works?
It's insane, but I've done it so much to her that it's kind of like anytime she says now, hey, let's, we should try doing this or try doing that, I get to say, well, remember the loom? So that's kind of like why that was in my mind.
Well, if you learn, how long have you guys been together?
We are going on 12 years in December.
Oh my lord!
Yeah.
So I've been we're pushing almost 3 years, me and Olivia. So I've learned to just not bring up stuff like that because she'll be like, oh really, and then she'll have five other things to throw in there.
Yeah.
So
We're way worse at it than they are, and they have a
yeah,
better memory than we do.
yep,
Because
oh
that's
yeah.
the only thing I can think of is the
That's
loom.
that's what they got in the back of their head at all times. Ready? They're like, oh, if this motherfucker brings this up, I got these five things to bring up.
Oh
Like,
yeah, they're prepared.
yeah,
So